It was early on an October Tuesday morning when I hopped out of bed, took a shower, zipped up my blue jacket, and headed out west for a chapter visit. I had the honor of spending the entire day and the really long car ride down Interstate 40 with my teammate Megan. We were so excited about this awesome day we were going to have facilitating and meeting FFA members. We got there, enjoyed hearing how much they talked about FFA and their ag stories, and being an Eastern guy myself, I personally remember hearing how much they talked about Western-style barbecue. But before I knew it, the day had passed. We had driven back east, gotten dinner, when I found myself in my college dorm, with my head on the pillow, wondering, where had the day gone? Who was that chapter president? What was that story Megan shared during our workshop? What was that story the FFA member told me? I had gone an entire day away from Raleigh on a chapter visit, and I couldn't remember a single thing. Where was I? Was my mind lost somewhere else in another time, worrying about tomorrow's exams or next week's sponsor visit? I sure wasn't there. I was not in that moment where my feet were. I may have been physically present, but I lost a wonderful opportunity to be completely present. How many of us can say that we miss opportunities right in front of us because we're so focused on what's to come? For so long, I've struggled with worrying about the future so much that it consumed the moment I was physically in. Not being present has taken away a lot of opportunities for growth and connecting with people. I find myself being so focused on what's to come that I don't embrace the moment I'm in. We've all been somewhere doing something we're passionate about, but our minds are somewhere else. We lose the time we had and the lessons that moment brought because we aren't physically there. On the day of this chapter visit, I was given 86,400 seconds to use or lose. And honestly, I probably intentionally only used a fraction of that time. On that day, I realized the sheer joy that comes from being in the moment. So right then, with my head on the pillow in my dorm room, I made a vow to make every day the best it could possibly be by being in the moment. I did the math. We're only given 86,400 seconds every day, and how we use that time directly affects the quality of that day. When we realize that we can't get time back, it motivates us to be where we are in the moment. And every moment is precious. Many times we don't realize that until it's gone by. For example, I grew up in a split household. As far as I knew, my entire life was a mixture of going between my mother's house and then my father's house. When I had the opportunity to see my dad, I had a chance to make intentional memories with him. But I didn't take those chances. I missed the precious opportunity I had with him. Now my dad has a job that keeps him away from home weeks at a time, and I rarely get to create those precious memories with him. Growing up in a split household, my grandmother helped take care of me and my brothers. The same as my dad, I had the opportunity to create those intentional moments with my grandmother, whether it was her picking me up from school or cooking dinner with her or even going fishing at our pond in our backyard. I had those moments to create memories with her, but I didn't take advantage of the time. Back in February, my grandmother had a heart-wrenching surgery that has left her unable to walk. My grandma, who used to be so active, so involved, is now differently abled. Her life was changed, but so was mine. After coming home back in March and taking online classes, I've had the chance to create those intentional moments with her, as well as intentional moments with my dad when he comes home. I know I can't get time back, but it motivated me to be in the moment. I miss those precious opportunities I had with them in the past, but I'm forever thankful for those memories that I did create with them. How often do we all do this? We allow thoughts of the past or fears of the future to cause us to lose the moment we're physically in. Time flies by every day, 86,400 seconds. Memories we create doing the things we love, like spending time with our family or participating in events at our FFA chapter, are made by being in the moment. Time is precious. Every day we're given the opportunity to take advantage of the time we have right then. And there's no better place than here and now. Speaking of the here and now, I'm a huge sports fan, especially college sports. This past year, I got to take my studies to NC State University. Go Pack, am I right? My favorite thing was going to sporting events like soccer, football, and basketball. Back in October, I got to go to a Wolfpack basketball event as they took on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Fan favorite CJ Bryce played for 40 minutes that game and scored 24 points. After the excitement of being in that arena and the excitement of cheering on the Wolfpack basketball team, they lost by 1 point. 1 single point. Those players had put so much time into that game, even before they hit the court that night. To play their very best, the players had to put so much time into the game, whether it was training for new techniques or learning new formation plans. Those players learned new lessons every single day. Just like the Wolfpack basketball team, every day is filled with lessons for us as well. That is another reason to be where we are, in the moment. If every day comes with new plans, new lessons, but our mind is 1,000 miles away, how will we ever learn? If we aren't in the moment, those life lessons go flying by. We miss the precious opportunity and the moment that time had for us to grow, all because we weren't present. All we're promised is this moment. We're given 86,400 seconds every single day to use to our advantage, to help us live better, brighter lives. We can fill our minds with anxious thoughts about the past, but that is out of our control. We can fill our minds with thoughts of the future, but more than likely some of those anxious thoughts will never happen. Next time we're in class or at an FFA event or even cheering on our favorite sports team, let's remember to take that something new every single day and use it to grow. I may have missed a precious opportunity back in October on that chapter visit to be in the moment, but it taught me to take advantage of that precious moment I was given. I may have missed times to create those memories with my grandma and my dad years ago, but I know that I have an opportunity now to create those precious moments with them. I can gain from today's lessons by making the intentional moment and taking advantage of it, even if I lose just like the Wolfpack basketball team that game. I can make the decision to be in this moment and do something about it. If every day comes with a new lesson and we realize that we can't get time back, it motivates us to be in this moment, to be where we are now. To truly experience this moment is what life is all about. We can focus on the 86,400 seconds in front of us by being grateful for this moment that we have now. If there's one thing these challenging last few months have taught me, it would be that hardships often prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destinations. Let's live a better life by being in this moment. Don't worry too much about the future, or you'll miss where you are and your extraordinary destination. That is my life challenge to all of us. To be in this wonderful, once-in-a-lifetime moment.